Hi everyone, welcome back. I am in the greenhouse on this beautiful day. It's really hot in here actually because of how beautiful it is outside, but I will take it because last week we got about 2 feet of snow dumped on us and it was absolutely gnarly. So thankfully all that snow is melting away. It's nice and warm in the greenhouse and I have a lot to show you. A lot of my seedlings are getting bigger, things are growing, I'm starting more things, so I just wanted to show you what I've been up to. And here is my greenhouse assistant, Miss Gigi, climbing up the snowbank to make sure everything is a-okay in here. You guys, gotta be quiet. My goodness. You even... Come on in, Gigi. Yes. All right. Well, you gotta make your way through the door. Look. You coming in? I have a feeling you're gonna be noisy. You can come in, but you need to be quiet. There. All right. Well, you may come in if you'd like. Okay. So Gigi's my little greenhouse assistant. She's typically very noisy, but if I let her in, she'll hopefully be a little less honky. What do you think? You agree? All right, cool. Down over here, I have onions and shallots that I'm starting to basically harden off because in a week or two, they should be able to go out into the garden. But that's contingent on the fact that we don't get any more snow and that the current snow that we got actually melts away in time. But they are absolutely gorgeous. I'd say this is probably the best round of onion seedlings and shallot seedlings I've ever started. So I got these Patterson hybrid onions and the Zabroon shallots here, and they're doing wonderfully. They spent their first night outside of the heated mini greenhouse, and I got down to like 35 overnight. Dude! This is life with geese. Hey, Gigi. Yo. Keep it down. Thanks. They spent their first night outside of the heated mini greenhouse. And it got down to about 35 inside the main greenhouse. And they were totally fine. So from now on, they're going to basically live in the greenhouse, outside of the mini greenhouse, until it's time for them to go out in the garden. So... looking at the heated mini greenhouse here, a couple new things are popping up here. A lot of like my flowers and herbs, I like to use these kind of small seedling trays. They got the little top for, you know, to keep the humidity in. You got a couple of cells in there. You got 12 little cells. And these are great for when I'm starting like maybe like marigolds, basil, you know, I can kind of confine all of like those things just to like one little seedling tray. It keeps things more organized and I don't have like a huge flat of various things in one like massive seed tray. So down here, I am trying something a little different. I'm trying some little gem lettuce in this planter, and in that one, I'm doing baby bok choy. And the plan is to grow both of these to completion only in the greenhouse, not worrying about transplanting. They're basically going to grow here in the greenhouse, which is something I haven't done yet. I have never tried to just grow food to completion in the greenhouse. No reason other than I haven't had time. So I had some seeds, I'm throwing them in. I cleaned off these planters and I just said, I'm trying this and I want to, you know, see how this works out. Theoretically, it should grow just fine. On this side over here, I up potted some peppers. they are super healthy. They're doing great. I had started those peppers in the 72 cell seedling trays, and they started to get their second set of true leaves. That's when I up potted. These ones grew much more quickly than these ones. These ones I had to wait to up pot, so that's why they're significantly smaller. These ones are just gorgeous. They're doing very well in the greenhouse. And if you're wondering why I have so many peppers, they're not all for us. We are participating in a local tailgate sale at the end of April. So I am starting extra peppers. I'll be starting extra tomatoes, extra basil, things that people really like to buy. And I'm gonna be providing varieties that, they probably couldn't find at the local big box stores where they might pick up their seedling starts. Hence why I went absolutely crazy starting so many peppers. They're really not all for us. Hopefully they sell. Up here, I have some more herbs and flowers started. Some pink dandelion I'm trying this year. Back here is the lavender that I started that was in the refrigerator. I do have the lavender that I started in the greenhouse here, but I had just moved it over, so nothing has sprouted. I lied. It sprouted. Holy moly. That sprouted more quickly in here than it did with the one in the refrigerator. Well, shoot. This was much more easy. Just growing it, letting it, just sowing those seeds and leaving them in the cold greenhouse was so much easier than having to deal with putting the packet of seed in the fridge and then waiting and then coming out and sowing. I could just take it, open up the seeds, put them in the soil, let them stay in the cold greenhouse floor for 30 days. That basically provide the cold stratification. And they are actually germinating quicker than the ones over here. Even though these are growing pretty well. I have one there that's not looking so hot. But I think I found out my new method. I'm just gonna use the greenhouse when it's cold. Here are sweet potato slips. They're doing great, and as you saw in my last video, I just snip them when they're about 6 inches. Take off the bottom leaves, pop them in water until I'm ready to plant. They'll root and they'll be awesome. The last seeds that I need to do for this week are the butterfly pea, Job's tears, gomphrena, and honeywort. I was gonna do them yesterday, but then I realized that I had to actually soak them overnight. So I just popped those ones into a little ramekin with a wet paper towel, and they've been soaking for 24 hours. So now I'm ready to get them in the seed starting mix and get them in the mini greenhouse. It was so hot in the greenhouse that the GoPro actually shut off. So I finished up those 2 little trays of seeds that I soaked overnight. And so I just got them in their own little trays and they're good to go. So the next time I'll be starting seeds will be the tomatoes. So things are going to fill up very quickly inside this mini greenhouse. I'm excited because, of course, everybody loves starting their tomatoes, and that's how you know you will be in the garden before you know it. It's just a few weeks away. So thank you all so much for joining me today, and happy spring. Bye. It's okay. You're okay.